Hello, friends. I am Mrs. Imagination, Angela Imagination. You can call me either one. Today's picture book that I'm going to read to you is quite hilarious, and it is just full of emotion. But before we get to the picture book, let's see what is inside my basket. Remember, I have 3 items that will help us find clues to what the book is about. Number 1 is a book. It's a composition notebook. It's just a book of empty blank pages. Oh, wow. Blank pages. Okay. Well, let's put this up here in our minds. Number 2, what is this? A clock. Clocks tell time, I know that, but what does that have to do with this book? I'll have to think about that. And finally, a light bulb. Now this is odd. Notebook, a clock, a light bulb. Light bulbs give us light. Well, I'm just not sure what these have to do with our book, but we'll have to see. The title of our book today is called Do Not Open This Book, and it has an exclamation point, so that means he is saying it with strong emotion. That gives me a question already. Why does he not want us to open this book? That's a question I have. Oh, well, look, and there's something on the back for us to read. Caution, opening this book may cause acute merriment, uncontrollable hilarity, and chronic gasps and giggles. Additional side effects may include sparks of creativity and ignited imaginations. Not recommended for people aged 1 to 101. That's you and me. We're between the ages of 1 and 101. Why in the world? I'm just full of questions here. Oh, and he even says something here at the bottom. Don't even think about opening it this way either. I mean, who would want to open the book from the back and start reading? That doesn't make sense. Well, we're just going to have to see what's inside this book, even though it says, do not open. This is the first opening page, and it doesn't have words for us to read. It just has the pictures of a workroom. Here we go. Excuse me? But who do you think you are opening this book when the cover clearly says, do not open this book? If a sign on a door reads, do not enter, do you enter? Of course you don't. The least you would do is knock first. The reason you weren't supposed to open this book is because it is not yet written. Look at this blank page. Look at this jumble of words. You think it's easy to put words together? Nah. Now go away. I need time to think. Now what? Can't you see I'm busy? I am trying to decide what type of story to write. Perhaps I'll write a scary story. Or a bedtime story. After you go to sleep, I will be able to get to work. Even if you are snoring, it will be better than having you stare at me. Arg, why are you still here? Okay, I have an idea. If you sit very still and are very quiet, I will try to work while you are watching me. But please, no matter what you do, do not turn the pages while I am working. Page turning during story writing can cause words to blow around, and the story might end up in the wrong order, okay? Here I go. I'm starting my story. A ferocious storm swept through the forest. A tiny mouse hid beneath a pink flower. A tiger paced and flashed its big, sharp teeth, trying to take a bite of the roaring wind. Wow, that was a great first part of the story. But I've never seen anyone bite the wind. I'll have to think about that. Remember, do not turn the page. Big, ferocious mouse, flash, sharp, pink teeth. Oof. Pitch black darkness. I warned you about what might happen if you turned the pages. Now you see how careful you have to be with words. Oh, I have a question. Do we really have to be careful with words? This time, I'm going to make sure you do not turn the page. Very heavy rock. Oh, you are very strong. Do you work out at a gym? Okay, I give up. Since you won't go away, I will make this story about you. What's your name? Angela Imagination. Oh, I cannot spell that. I'll tell you what. I'll leave a blank like this, so whenever you see a blank in the story, say your name. Ready? Okay, now you can turn the page. There once was a giant pest named Angela Imagination. Angela Imagination had huge eyes, humongous ears, and too many teeth. Also, a big nose. It did not matter how many times Angela Imagination was asked to go away. Angela Imagination would not go. Finally, I had to call the giant pest control company. Hello, I said. I am on page 29 of an unwritten book, and a giant pest named Angela Imagination will not stop bothering me. I cannot work, and I cannot stand this for another second. So please send someone right away to help me get rid of Angela Imagination. What? You are still here. I thought my story would make you so mad you would slam this book shut and go away. Don't you have anything better to do? Maybe you could go bother someone else. maybe you could go watch your toenails grow. Oh, look, I am almost out of paper. Wow, I wrote a whole book. It was pretty good too, wasn't it? The part with the big ferocious mouse was so scary, so in a way, it was a scary story. It was a bedtime story too, because I am certainly very tired. I'm going to sleep now. Goodbye. And, thank you for helping me write this book. I could not have done it without you. Now go away! Good night. Do you see his dream is about receiving a book award? Caution, sleep in progress. Oh, what a great book. Oh, now let's look and see. We just have so many questions, and let's look at our items. There was a composition book. Why do you think that was in my basket? Could it be because to write a story, you have to have something to write with or on, a computer or a notebook? And the clock. Why do you think that clock was in there? It takes time to write a story. You don't just sit down and poof, there's a story. You have to think a lot and write and make mistakes and erase and do it all over again. And oh, it's so much fun. Now this light bulb, I really just don't know. I don't have any idea what... Idea! Yes! Have you ever seen a picture with a person having a light bulb over their head? That usually means they've had a big idea or a big thought. And it takes lots of ideas and thoughts to write a story or a book. So that's what the items in my basket were about. Now, do I have some other questions? I do. Have you ever had something that you did not want people to see until you were finished? I imagine that's why the title of this book is Do Not Open This Book. And do you have to have words for people to know what you mean? Why, look at this. At the very end, when he's in bed, you know he's asleep. And then these little bubbles going up mean he's having a dream. That's pretty fun. Now let's use our imaginations for just a minute. Could you imagine any special sounds? You know how he was in a workroom? Oh, there were all kinds of tools. There were ladders and glue and all sorts of things. I wonder if he had a hammer and nails. All kinds of sounds could have been going on. And the author, she did such a great thing by making it into a work area. She used her imagination very well. Oh, this has been a great book. Did you like Do Not Open This Book? It was pretty good, wasn't it? I told you it was hilarious and full of emotion. And I loved sharing it with you. If you want to see the activities for this book, find the video that says Part 2 of Do Not Open This Book. It is so enjoyable to spend time together while we read a picture book. I hope you'll come back again and visit. Until then, see ya.